Hi there, welcome to Kneppy Invest. On December 28, I released a video, or part one of this video, 20 stocks to buy. I went through 10 stocks in that video, and in this video, I'll go through 10 more companies that have positive sentiment behind them. And usually when a company has positive sentiment behind it, the share price will be in an uptrend. So we'll be looking at 10 companies whose share price is in an uptrend. And I will take or have taken some positions in these companies, not all of them, but just some of them. And as soon as that sentiment shifts, that's when you sell and take your profits. The first company in this list of 10 companies is a fairly well-known company and one of the biggest companies on the ASX. And sentiment around this company has definitely shifted in the past year. And of course, that company is Teltsra, one of the biggest companies on the ASX. This company listed back in 1997, and definitely not the sort of company you want to hold forever, because the share price can go up and down. And when you see the share price or the sentiment shifting in the company, that's when you buy, because the share price can go on fairly long runs. We saw that many years ago, about 7 years ago, when the share price went on a fairly significant run. And when the share price reached about $5 or $6, there was still a lot of hype in the company, and that was the time to sell. And during 2021, the share price for Teltsra increased about 40%. So maybe it's already too late to the party. The share price just keeps on increasing, and we have no idea how long or how far the share price can go up from here, and just wait for a shift in sentiment. And that shift in sentiment did occur in January 2021 when the share price was about $3. So it has increased 40% since then. Current share price is about $4.15. And one of the best signals that there was a shift in sentiment around this company was the amount of times Teltsra was mentioned in podcasts I listened to this year. A lot of buy recommendations, a lot of positive sentiment in regards to those big players, those fund managers, analysts who loved where Teltsra was heading. I can't tell you why they're positive or bullish about Teltsra in the future, but I think that has been driving the share price high. That's just that increase in interest from those big players. I should just mention, before we move into South 32, that I have taken a small position in Teltsra because it did move through a resistance level, and that resistance level now has become support. And if the share price keeps on moving higher, that'll be great for my portfolio. But the share price moves below that new support level, that would be an automatic buy. Now onto South 32, and there's been quite a bit of positive sentiment behind this company over the past 16 months. And in fact, I took a position in South 32 back in August 2020. In fact, it was a premature position because I should have been a little bit more patient, because at that point in time, the share price was consolidating just after the COVID-19 financial panic. I had to wait 3 months before we did see the eventual breakout in share price in November of 2020. Share price at that point in time was around $2.25. And we have seen the share price move from $2.25 to current share price at around $4. There was a small period of time in July, August this year where I was thinking of selling out of my position, taking profits. You can see share price going sideways. And then we saw another breakout in the share price towards the end of August, the start of September, at around $3, $3.10. So share price is at a long-term high right now. And again, just like Teltsra, I'm starting to hear South 32 being mentioned more and more in a lot of podcasts and YouTube videos. So that's another sign that there is a lot of bullish sentiment behind this company right now. Now on to our favorite rare earths producing company in Australia. It might be the only rare earths producing company in Australia, and maybe even the rest of the world apart from China, because the majority of rare earths currently are mined in China, and this is a concern around the rest of the world. Anyway, Lynas has been a bit of a star over the past few years, and since the COVID-19 financial panic, the share price of this company, particularly from when the share price broke out in June, July last year, it has been a 5-fold increase in the share price from $2 to a current share price of $10.17. But that share price of $10.17 is not a record high for this company, because there was a lot of hype around Lynas back in 2011, if I remember correctly, and the share price was significantly higher than it is now. That hype died away, but that hype came back about 3 or 4 years ago. So it still has a fair bit to go before it reaches those share price highs about 10 years ago. But this is definitely a 10-year high for the company because the share price did fall away quite quickly in, I think it was 2012. So a lot of positive sentiment behind this company. Share price is in a well-defined uptrend. Nothing wrong you can say about this company right now just by looking at this particular chart. Quite a few of the companies in this list I actually do own currently, but there is one company where I used to own but no longer do, and that is Centaurus Metals. They have a nickel project in Brazil, and I was a shareholder of this company quite a few years ago, and then I sold out for a small profit. I believe the share price back then was 1 cent. They did go through a share consolidation, but even if you take into account that share consolidation, I could have had a 10 to 15 bagger here if I remained a shareholder. And back towards the COVID-19 financial panic, share price of Centaurus got as low as about 7 cents, and the current share price is $1.11. So a significant rise in share price over the past 18 months and a nice looking uptrend for this company. That uptrend was under threat during the period between April and June last year, but then it broke out again towards the end of June or start of July, and that share price back then was about 80 cents, and it continues to move up. So nice positive sentiment behind this company. I haven't done any further research on Centaurus since I sold out, so most likely one of the reasons is that nickel project in Brazil is looking fairly good and possibly even getting to production in the next few years. So have a look at what they're doing, but based off the sentiment behind this company, things are going well for Centaurus Metals. A lot of the companies in this list I know a lot about, but there is one company I know almost nothing about, and that is RPMGLOBAL. I'm even having trouble thinking what their ticker code is. Might be RUL. Anyway, the chart and the trend and the sentiment behind this company is quite positive right now, and it has been positive since about May or June last year. The share price has increased from around about or just under $1 to a current share price of $2.15. I did have a look at the markup. It is quite high. Then I looked at the financials very quickly, and no doubt the market is expecting this company to grow quite significantly over the next few years, because if you look at the financials and the markup in isolation, this company looks significantly overvalued right now. But because I haven't done any research on this company, I don't know what the future holds. There is some reason why the market is bullish about RPMGLOBAL. IMDEX is another company I don't know a lot about, and in fact I'm not even sure you pronounce the name of this company, IMDEX. It just sounds, that's how you should pronounce it. But what I do know about this company is that the share price has been in a really nice, well-defined uptrend since about August, July of last year, when the share price was about $1.20, $1.30, and the current share price is $2.95. And there's been a lot of buy the dips opportunity with this company during 2021. If we count them, we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buy the dips opportunities. So almost every 2 months there is a buy the dip. And what I'm talking about buy the dip is whenever the share price moves towards or in between the 100-day, which is the purple line, and the 50-day moving average, which is the lighter blue line, that is a time to take a position. So buy the dip has been definite play with this company. In fact, the last buy the dip just happened a few weeks ago when the share price moved to $2.60, and then we did see a fairly good bounce off that buy the dip opportunity. But in saying all that, current share price of $2.95 has been reached 3-4 times over the past 3 months, and the share price struggles to move above $2.95. That could be a really strong resistance level. So what you might want to do, or just wait to see if the share price can get towards $3, and that would be a breakout for IMDEX, and that would be a fairly bullish move. But at this point in time, that's what you might want to wait for, because it's hovering around that $3 level right now. Some of the companies I've mentioned in this video, I am a holder right now. Some of the companies, one in fact, I was a holder and then sold. And another company in this video I wanted to buy or was thinking of buying way back in October last year, and I decided not to. At that point in time, the share price for GR Engineering Services was around about $1, $1.05, and the current share price is $2.10. So I missed on a wide mega, or doubling my money, by just being a little bit hesitant. taken a position in the company. And a definite well-defined uptrend for GR Engineering Services. And just like IMDEX, there have been about 5 buy the dips opportunities for this company during 2021. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 actually buy the dips opportunities. And on occasion, the share price for GR Engineering Services moves below the 100-day moving average, and that would be the time to buy. In fact, on 3 occasions, when the share price did move below that 100-day moving average, we saw a lot of buying coming in. And those days, you just have to look at the candlestick. There's a long, long tail. And what that's telling me is there's a lack of liquidity for this company, so not a lot of trading. And then someone gets a little bit nervous because they see the share price dropping and they just sell all the shares all at once, which sends the share price down a fair bit on the day. But then a lot of other investors see the opportunity, they see the share price below the 100-day moving average, and they take that opportunity and invest in the company. And that's why we see a lot of buying during the rest of the day on those particular days. And then the share price keeps on rising from there on in. Current share price has moved through a little bit of resistance level at $2.05 on the last day of trading in 2021. So nothing bad you can say right now in regards to this company. Share price is either at an all-time or a long-term high, and the share price has moved through recently, the last trading day, through a nice little resistance level. So fairly bullish move for this company, and things are looking good for GR Engineering Services. A lot of retail companies have had or experienced really good times since the end of the COVID-19 financial panic, and Beacon Lighting is one of those companies. In fact, the share price has more than tripled since about June of 2020, increasing from about 90 cents to $1 to a current share price of $3.10. And there has been an increased amount of sentiment, or increased in positive sentiment around this company over the past few months, ever since they released their full year or half year results in August. Share price at that point in time was $1.80. So the market must have taken their results quite well, because there definitely was a breakout in the share price at that point in time. I have been to a Beacon Lighting store once, only once, at 9 a.m. when they opened. I had to buy a certain type of light bulb. Can't really judge the store at that point in time because I was the first and only customer in the store at 9 a.m. But I did like the layout of the store. I did like the store experience. So good things to say about Beacon Lighting, even though I've only been there once, so a small sample size. But when you look at the chart, fairly good positive sentiment buying this company right now. Nice uptrend in the company's share price, particularly from August this year. So nothing bad or nothing negative you can say about Beacon Lighting right now, just by looking at the chart. The second to last company I'll be featuring in this video is a company I do own in one of my portfolios, Fiducian Financial Services. And the main reason I took a position in this company is because I do think they have long-term potential. But even though I think this company has long-term potential, there is still a lot of positive sentiment behind this company. And that positive sentiment has been around for many, many years. And we have seen the share price move up consistently over the last 5 to 6 years. And the current share price is at $8.43. A nice, well-defined uptrend when you look at this chart. And again, there have been some buy the dip opportunities over the past a year or so. Not as many as some other companies, but 3 or 4 buy the dip opportunities. And the returns since the end of the COVID-19 financial panic haven't been as large as some other companies, like Beacon has been triple, or even Lynas has been, was it 5-bagger since then. This company's share price has not even doubled, but I do like these sort of companies where the share price climbs fairly slowly, because over the long term you will see the share price more than likely increase quite a bit from here, even if it does increase at a slow rate. So I'm fairly bullish about the long-term potential of this company, and am happy to have this company in any of my portfolios. And on to the final company for this video, and this is the only company I am kicking myself about, because I did have IMDEX on my watch list for a period of time during 2020, because the share price was moving sideways and I was waiting for a breakout in the share price. And we had that breakout in the share price in November of 2020. And I failed to take a position, even though I saw the breakout. I just, for some reason, decided not to take a position. We also saw an increase in volume, which is a dead giveaway that the market is getting excited about the company. And the share price at the time we saw that breakout was about 8 to 9 cents. And the share price has increased from that 8 to 9 cents range to a current share price of 58 cents. So definitely lost a lot of potential gains from just not listening to myself. And on the last day of trading, share price of METALX rose by something ridiculously 15% or something on no news, and the company did receive a price query from the ASX. So a lot of bullishness in regards to this company, a lot of positive sentiment behind this company, and a nice uptrend in METALX share price right now. And that's it for part 2 to 20 stocks to buy. If you have any questions about the 10 companies I've mentioned in this video, just leave your comments, your thoughts, and your questions in the comment section of this video. And the last thing I should mention is I'm not a financial advisor. If you do need financial advice, make sure you seek out someone who is qualified and can speak to your own financial needs. That's it for this video. Have a good day. Bye.